Prime Minister. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Governor. Dr. Keith Mitchell, outgoing Chairman of the Monetary Council, colleague members of Council, directors, invitees all, I take special pleasure in accepting the baton pass by Dr. Keith Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada. I want to greet all from the beautiful Twin Island Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. This is the place that Marcus Garvey referred to as the Garden of Eden when he visited us way back in 1937. I would have preferred to be able to host council members in person right here in the beautiful country of St. Kitts and Nevis. However, the exigencies of the times, in particular the existence of the dreaded COVID-19 pandemic, make it impossible to do so. Hence, we are in a virtual space, and I thank all of my colleagues for their virtual attendance. Before I continue, I want to join the outgoing chair in extending my own personal quota of warm welcome to Premier Webster, the new council member of Anguilla. I offer congratulations to my friend, and I want to wish you all the very best as you manage the affairs of Anguilla, which, as you are aware, it was formerly part of the Trinity of St. Kitts, Nevis, and Anguilla. Today, our small economies of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union are grappling with the unprecedented social and economic disruption triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic. This exceptionally difficult time calls for renewed thinking and renewed commitment to the fundamental principles of regional cooperation and solidarity, the very principles on which the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank was built. And we have heard those remarks coming from the outgoing chairman. Notwithstanding these turbulent and unprecedented times, it is my privilege to accept the chairmanship of the Monetary Council. I want to recognize, of course, the good work that has been done before. And of course, due to the swift and decisive action of member countries and the support of you, the citizens and residents of our sub-region, we have successfully contained the first wave of the coronavirus, a remarkable achievement given our small size and limited resources. Now comes the even harder task of carefully reopening our borders and repositioning our economies while still keeping our people safe. I wish to commend Prime Minister Mitchell again for his sterling services as chairman over the past 2 years. Under his stewardship, the Monetary Council made some critical determinations at the outset of the pandemic, oversaw significant developments in our banking system, and supported key enhancements in our regulatory framework, some of which he outlined. I want to join the outgoing chairman in congratulating Governor Antoine and his team at the bank on the landmark performance for the bank's just concluded financial year, in which the bank reported its largest profit since its establishment in 1983, just over $63 million in profits. Continued profitability helps the ECCB to effectively discharge its critical mandate for the good of the people of the currency union. The governor and the management and staff of the bank continue to demonstrate a drive and tenacity to propel the bank and our region. I recognize the governor's astute leadership of the bank and the hard work and dedication of its management and staff. Looking internationally, we note that the International Monetary Fund, in its June 2020 World Economic Outlook, projected a global downturn of about 4.9% in 2020. Furthermore, our main trading partners, the United States of America and the United Kingdom, are projected to contract by 8% and 10.2% respectively, as countries continue to manage the health implications of the pandemic and the ensuing economic fallout. A gradual recovery is expected. So in 2021, the global growth is projected to rebound by 5.4%. And according to our own central bank projections, the economies of the ECCB are projected to decline between 10 and 20% in 2020, owing to lockdowns and the closure of the vital tourism sector. A gradual recovery is projected in 2021. Looking forward, during my tenure as chairman, the Monetary Council will exercise responsible, prudent, and unified leadership as we chart the path towards our economic recovery and resilience. With this objective in mind, I now wish to speak briefly on three main areas of focus for the coming year: monetary stability, financial stability, and growth and competitiveness. Ladies and gentlemen, the strength of our Eastern Caribbean dollar has long been hailed as the most cherished feature of the ECCB. Our exchange rate continues to serve as our anchor for macroeconomic stability and confidence in our region. With the reduced inflows of foreign currency to support our reserve, the Monetary Council and the ECCB will continue to be meticulous in the management of our foreign reserves to ensure that the ECC dollar remains strong. The EC dollar remains strong and continues to serve our people and economies by delivering low inflation, convertibility, and consumer and investor confidence. The EC dollar remains strong and far superior to the regulatory backing ratio. Financial stability for the rapid recovery of the region is critical. The loss of jobs as a consequence of the pandemic has adversely impacted the financial sector, and many of our citizens and residents, unfortunately, are now unemployed or are receiving reduced income, thereby making it challenging to meet their financial obligations. The ECCB will prudently support the banking sector's loan deferral programs to provide the requisite support for the affected customers without, of course, compromising financial stability. I want to record my appreciation to our commercial banks in St. Kitts and Nevis and elsewhere for extending the 6 months moratorium facility, creating a financial ease for their customers at this very difficult time. Furthermore, the Monetary Council will consider recommendations designed to ensure an optimal regulatory framework for the financial system in the ECCB. This will include a careful review and more efficacious division of responsibilities among the ECCB, the Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission, and the national financial regulators. The aim is to protect customers and consumers while enhancing financial stability, an essential and essential for sustained growth and prosperity. The Monetary Council will continue to address threats such as the loss of correspondent banking relationships, money laundering, and terrorist financing. Additionally, the bank will forge ahead with the establishment of a credit bureau and a deposit insurance system for the ECCU. These initiatives will create more opportunities for business startups and expansion while strengthening the resilience of the financial sector. St. Kitts and Nevis is one of the 5 member governments which have already passed the credit reporting bill and has also issued the credit reporting regulations for the establishment of the Credit Bureau. I want to urge colleague heads who have not yet done so to prioritize these bills on their legislative agenda. Work is well on the way on a deposit insurance system. Such a system will not only provide more protection for depositors, but it will support fiscal and debt sustainability, as it would in time reduce the fiscal burden on potential bank resolutions. Turning now to growth and competitiveness. The present pandemic has uncovered many inefficiencies and presented many opportunities. Over the next 12 months, the Monetary Council will redouble its efforts to support the digital transformation of our region. In this vein, I look forward to the launch of the ECCB's digital ECCash pilot. The Monetary Council will consider a modern payment system and service legislation as we press forward with the modernization of our payment system. We look forward to fast-track implementation of the Caribbean Digital Transformation Program funded by the World Bank. The program aims to construct an inclusive digital economy through increased broadband connectivity, access to public services, access to digital financial services, and digital skills by businesses and individuals. In January of this year, St. Kitts and Nevis passed the Virtual Assets Bill as part of our national digital transformation strategy. In conclusion, my colleagues, fellow citizens and residents, as we chart our way forward amidst these unprecedented challenges and remodel our economies for resilience and shared prosperity, let us proceed with a strong and renewed sense of regional solidarity. I commit to working closely with my fellow council members, the governor, the board of directors, the management and staff of the ECCB, and you, the citizens and residents of our currency union. I believe together in unity, we will lead our region to a safer, stronger, and more secure future. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. And I hear the applause in our virtual room and across our currency union.